Welcome to the Friday edition webcast of TheLantern.com. I'm Molly Gray. 2 weeks ago, we reported that a proposal was in the works to change the semester switch start date from fall 2012 up to summer 2012. The proposal stated that a summer quarter would run into the beginning of a semester and cause a scheduling problem. Last Thursday, the Faculty Council gave overwhelming support of the proposal, and the University Senate is anticipating confirming the resolution next week. Make sure and check The Lantern for a follow-up on this proposal. Earlier this month, an Ohio State student was charged with 1 count of burglary and is a suspect in several others after a series of thefts and burglaries in Morrill Tower. Brandon Monroe, 21, was arrested on February 3rd for the burglary of a 32-inch flat-screen TV, an Xbox 360, and a video game from a dorm room in Morrill Tower. Deputy Chief of University Police Richard Mormon said that since the beginning of the school year, there have been 22 reported cases of burglary or theft, amounting to more than $10,000 in Morrill Tower. We'll now go to Dan McKeever, who will preview a story to come next week.
Thanks, Molly. Starting this quarter, your mandatory student activity fee jumped from $45 to $75 per year. More than half of that money from the fee goes to the Ohio Union Activities Board, which brings movies, bands, and performers to campus. Next week in The Lantern, I'll be taking an in-depth look at how OUAB spends your money, who's holding them accountable, and who's upset about how their fee money was spent. Back to you, Molly.
Thanks, Dan. Monday's snowfall led to a Tuesday snow day set a Columbus record. The 9.7 inches of snow that fell to the ground is the most that has ever fallen on February 15th in the city. The previous record was 3.1 inches, set in 2003. A total of 45.2 inches of snow has already fallen this season, which is the 7th highest mark recorded by the National Weather Service. The record for a season in Columbus is 67.8 inches, set in 1910. We'll now go to Zach Meisel for a look at the upcoming weekend in sports.
Thanks, Molly. On January 12th, Ohio State trailed Purdue by 12 at halftime before making a second-half surge to knock off the Boilermakers by 4. Since that win, the Buckeyes had rolled off 8 victories in 9 games, rising all the way to number 9 in the Associated Press Top 25 poll. On Wednesday, the Buckeyes trailed number 4 Purdue by 13 at intermission. They made another furious comeback, but this time it was a matter of too little, too late. John Diebler missed what would have been a game-tying 3 as time expired, and OSU fell to Purdue 60-57. National Player of the Year candidate Evan Turner finished with 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, but he had little help. At 10-4 in conference play, Ohio State now sits behind both Purdue and Michigan State in the race for the Big Ten title. For all your Ohio State sports coverage, follow Lantern Sports 24/7 on Twitter. Back to you, Molly.
Thanks, Zach. That's all we have this week. Make sure and check TheLantern.com for all of your up-to-date OSU news. And I'll see you next Friday.